I got in a couple of... I went undercover as well last week. This is totally true. We were outside of a bar, Drew, Michael, and I. And we didn't...
Every time you say we, we'll just assume
Okay, good.
Unless you say
I don't want to be lumped in with him.
Unless you say otherwise.
So, we're outside this bar.
David Michael, that's this Gestalt entity, which is the two of you together.
I'm totally fine with
So David Michael was outside a bar.
I'm totally fine with that. We're outside of this bar, and the reason we are not going into the bar is because it was that night where it was like 92 degrees.
Right.
Some of these places don't have AC. This thing was a sweat lodge, man. Like a hotbed of bacteria in the air. There was no way I was going in. And everyone's outside smoking anyway.
Right.
And I want to talk. I'm not going in there to boogie. So why not just hang out outside of the bar? I wasn't drinking because I was on my bike. And
has anyone boogied since about 1974?
Oh, they're boogieing.
Well, not since the Rocket Pneumonia and Boogie Woogie Brews outbreak.
Okay.
Happened.
Yeah.
The Boogie Woogie Brews.
Blues.
I have a Boogie Woogie Brews.
Yeah. How'd that happen? Boogie boarding?
Dick slap in the face.
Oh.
So we're outside.
To each their boogie.
We're outside. And we're smoking and just hanging out. And there's a ton of people out there. Girls, boys. And we're just people watching.
Mixed.
Yeah.
And we see this guy. And he looks like a barback or a busboy. Little Middle Eastern looking. He's bald. He's wearing an orange polo shirt like he just got off work. And he's wearing one of those long waist to calf aprons. Okay. Completely bald with the most perfect unibrow I've ever seen. I didn't think they made unibrows like this anymore.
Yeah, like the kid on The Simpsons.
So
it was
that Maggie
one. It was more full in the middle than it was on the ends.
Do you think he's groomed it? Do you think he's like groomed it to make it look
I've
more?
never seen, usually you say this guy's got a unibrow and it's just kind of like shaggy, shitty, bald spot hair in the middle. But this was full, thick. He looked like this man. Remember that?
Oh, yeah. Was it symmetrical? Was it evenly weighted on both sides of his eyes?
Oh, yeah. So it looked like if you picked him up by his feet, you can use him to like mop a floor
He's a Swiffer.
with the unibrow. Yeah.
Did it look like they took one of those identity bars, when they cover the eyes, but it slipped up on his head? So they missed.
So it looked almost manicured? Like,
sure. This isn't I'm just describing his look. Don't judge him for the unibrow.
Too late.
Yeah.
We noticed this man because we hear a girl go, "Get off of me. What the fuck are you doing?" And we look, and he's touching this girl. And, we didn't think anything of it until we saw him do it 40 more times to other girls. We sat out there for an hour filming this guy just looking around by himself. And if there was a girl alone on a smoke break, he would go up to her and just grab her pussy or her boobs and grab her by the wrist and say, "Come back with me."
That man was Rupert Murdoch.
So we watched him do this twice, and then I go, "Dude, we got to call the cops." And nobody's doing anything.
Yeah.
These girls
They're
are just
going
going
inside?
Get the fuck off. Yeah, they're going inside. And you look around, and you start tuning in. Every girl is having a conversation about how this creep is harassing him.
But you know why?
But nobody's doing anything.
You know why why no one's doing anything on the bigger scale? It's because cops are such douchebags and they're drunk and they're like, we don't want to talk to the cops when we're drunk. Because the cops will show up and be all cunty to them.
So
it's like, we need a sober person to report this.
I start filming with my iPhone, which is very easy to do because everyone's holding their phones.
Yeah.
Right.
Just start filming and just look at it and go.
Now is Drew calling the cops while you're filming?
Drew's calling the cops. He reports it. We're both looking straight now and talking on the side of the room.
What bar was this again? I know it's not.
This was Burton Place.
Okay.
On North and Wells or over there or whatever.
Great area.
So we're filming this guy, and he is just on the hunt. We start interviewing the girls. Okay? So I'll lean up next to a girl and go, "Don't look, don't look, don't look. That guy that you were just talking to, don't look at me.
He's a pussy.
Talk straight. What did he say to you?" She's kept saying to come back with me. Come back with me. I go, "Do you think you could?" "No, we've been following this. Or we've been tailing this guy for the last hour. The police are on their way, but we need to catch him in the act. If you can just find out where he is taking these women."
My word.
I'm telling you, this guy's got a stack. Big, you see that stack of women he's got sitting there? He has got a pile of these women.
So you think he's just grossly misunderstood the duties of a busboy? When we say clean up outside, we don't mean
we don't mean wipe the pussies with your dirty fingertips
right.
while breathing smoke into their face with your unibrow head. So we're waiting on the cops. A half hour is going by. No cop yet. I go, Drew, call again. Meanwhile, this guy
Did you point out it's white women that are being molested? Because
then they'll come quicker.
That will shave a couple minutes
Drew,
off your...
Next time you call, don't call him with that Puerto Rican accent. Because I don't think they care. And how many Puerto Ricans did you say were affected? Okay, yeah, we'll be there real quick.
Somebody's grabbing Puerto Rican pussy.
Yeah. That's what they do. It's like they can't afford the piñatas.
I think it's their weekend where they celebrate.
So this guy starts crossing the street.
They were honking.
This guy starts crossing the street and going
I live in Humboldt Park,
to another bar. Because the women there were slim pickings. We're waiting on the police. I'm filming him do all this stuff.
Sure.
And he runs across the street. I go, Drew, you stay here. I'm going after him. I put my hat on real low.
I think you always want to be a PI.
This was great. I totally just changed.
Do you start having like...
I followed
you start making up your own theme song in your head?
Kinda.
Mike David.
It gets better. So I'm tailing this guy, and I'm filming him. And he goes into this bar. Okay? And I start walking in, and I go to the bouncer. I go, you see a guy, orange shirt, unibrow, apron, walking. He goes, yeah, just came in. Why? I go, he's been touching girls. He goes, what do you mean? I go, you've been watching him for the last hour. We've got the police around the way. He's been molesting girls. I guarantee you're going to see him be thrown out of your bar. He's in there grabbing. Please have somebody follow him. And this dumb motherfucker cannot grasp that sentence. Are you fucking with me? Why would the guy be grab? I'm telling you, no, this is what I do. And I said to him, I go, yeah, I just come around to bars, I tell these stories, and then I go home and I sleep on a cloud.
Wait a minute. Men sexually abusing women? I don't buy it.
It was nuts. And he would not, I'm like, listen.
What bar
he goes, wait, so why are you following him?
Oh, really? Yeah, you're an
And it's just like, I go,
what's in it for you?
I go, can I go in?
Maybe you want to grab him.
Get off
and
on
now,
one.
and I shouldn't have even said anything to him. I just wanted to say something so that his people were ready to pounce. So, but now he won't let me in the thing because he thinks I'm just trying to cause trouble now. So I go, I will wait out here for him.
Do you want this guy?
And
in
I
your
go,
bar?
I guarantee you're going to get some complaints about molested women.
And then it turns out he's the owner.
He goes, well, the bar's closing. And then he radios some guy, and some other guy comes, and now the retarded doorman is telling some manager this story that he thinks I told him. He goes, yeah, he said some guys in here molesting chicks. And then the guy goes, or then he goes, yeah, he called the cops on him. So the manager turns to me and goes, you called the cops in our bar instead of coming to us? I go, no, I've been following him for an hour.
I'm on
and
a
the
case.
Guy goes, what?
I'm
You're
on a case. Don't talk to me when I'm in the middle of a case.
And then I start showing him
and then you
video.
threw your badge and gun at him.
I start showing him the video.
Yeah.
And I said, look, this is what he's doing. He goes, oh, my God. I go, the guy's in there. He goes, well, we're closing, so he'll come out. And I go, okay. And I'm going to follow.
It's all right. Only a few women will get.
They're closing. Roped. And the problem is, I go, I guarantee these girls are going to get molested. Every girl walked out of there so drunk out of their fucking minds.
They forgot.
That they wouldn't even know if they were getting grabbed.
Yeah.
You know, it's packed.
The system
He's just
works.
walking around feeling the butter, man.
So he took the same mystery course with mystery that I did.
So.
Did you say feeling the butter?
Feeling the butter. It's a term
That's
for
not
molesting women at a bar. Well, they're greasy. It's a hot summer's day, and they're mushy. I don't know.
I like feeling
just.
I
like
feeling the
feeling
butter. I don't want. No, that's got to be. We got to use that for like for a consensual thing, because that's too good.
Oh yeah.
I would like to feel the butter. I don't. But I don't want to be like, hey,
wouldn't we all?
Right. Feel the butter.
That's what he says when he kills them.
Sure. But you know,
I can't believe
your bialy is not complete unless you get the jam on it, brother.
All right, now this is getting too confusing.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
and then it's going to
the
be
bar closes.
Joke. Right.
He leaves and he's on the hunt again and walks across back to Burton Place, his original.
Where's the
ground.
one? Wait, where is this?
This is on right by Zany's.
Oh, okay.
So.
It was named after Richard Burton's character in Night of the Hunter, though.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Where creeps come and molest.
So,
come on.
We're watching him and we're going, where are these cops? Now, a cop car pulls up across the street. Okay, one of these cop SUVs, because they had to look more dickish. So we go, I hope they're here for this.
Don't you
and
always...
I go, Drew, they're idiots. They're going across the street, probably trying to find
They're just rounding
this
up people
guy
to ticket people.
So Drew goes over there and goes, yeah, we called. She goes, we know. We'll be over there. Don't worry about it.
Until what? After
and
what?
then they spend, not kidding, another hour talking to some drunk idiot who doesn't want to leave the bar or something.
You know why? Because that creep is more paperwork.
And the creep, by the way, is still molesting, okay? Yeah. Grabbing I'm watching him grab vaginas. I go, Drew, you have to go over there and tell her again. He is hurting people. Like
now he's
right, but this is a drunk guy. Leave him alone.
Mike, you got to understand that's one complicated arrest. They can write 60 easy drunk disorderly tickets right now for an hour.
Oh yeah,
that's more important.
And these white college kids can pay it up. Yeah, where this guy who knows now we got to call the other countries.
How are they going to pay for their new SUVs?
Yeah, and they don't like dealing with immigrants
because if you live,
they can't do anything
because they have to personally deport him. They have
also,
to drive
if you're a
him
city
to
cop,
the border.
You need an all-terrain vehicle.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me. Just two cops in the front. And I don't know what the hell's back there, subwoofers or something.
No, I see the SUV, and I immediately think these are bad cops.
Notorious B.I.G. had a smaller SUV than the cops had. He did.
And did more crime solving.
They're driving around in like Suburbans, the cops are.
The B.I.G. SUV, sure.
So, the guy is, he's on a roll now because people are starting to come out of the bar, and he is pinching, man. He's a crab.
Now he's churning the butter.
Yeah.
That sounds filthy.
That's it.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's making cinnamon rolls right now. Okay, the oven has been preheated.
Right,
the baked goods are coming out perfectly. Not too sweet either.
Now you're making it sound like a good thing.
I know. So we're filming.
Master at his craft.
So I'm in the middle of hardcore filming. Okay, I'm getting some good stuff here, and we've got some girls undercover getting info for us. We got about 10 people working. And I'm just, I'm organizing this.
So
I really feel like I could do this for a living.
You've just made like a crime unit now. You've got like.
So I'm looking at him, and I'm leaning against a trash can, and I'm filming. And this girl comes out, stands next to me, and says, "Want to have a cigarette together?" And I go, "Yeah, hold on." And I'm looking at the guy,
right?
And
doing your civic duty.
What are you doing?
He's
and I
surveying.
Go, shut the fuck up.
Protecting your dumb pussy.
I'm on a job. She's like, you're being really weird. And I go, calm down. See that guy in the orange shirt? See? That guy, shut the fuck up.
Listen, I'm trying to protect America.
I've been watching him for about 2 hours now. He's molesting girls. What? You're watching someone? Ew. I'm not kidding.
So you know what? We've forgotten what we used to be in this goddamn country.
So she goes, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. I go, just watch him and shut the fuck up. You're going to blow my cover.
All right.
And she goes, I think you're the fucking creep. I go, the police will be here any
You're
minute.
like, no one would have ever talked to Charles Bronson this way. And she's like,
so right as she's about to walk away from me, 2 cop SUVs with the lights on. She goes, oh my God. With this smile.
Oh, you're
she goes, are you in the FBI?
No, she didn't.
I swear to God. Well, she's the drunk idiot
But
women.
she meant full-blooded
And I go,
Italian.
And you said federal boob investigator. Good
night. At that moment, not kidding, at that moment, I turn on my police scanner app on my iPhone. And I put it against my shoulder, and you just hear this. I go, okay, suspect apprehended, I gotta go. And she's hearing the... and all that stuff. So
she thinks
it's very cool. I felt like a real badass cop.
Why would you?
And I'm on a motorcycle. I've got a backpack, so I'm one of those cool undercover cops.
You're wearing leather?
I wanted to just take out the chain with the badge on the necklace, and then start talking in a Mexican accent. So the cops come though, and I'm like, Drew's, by the way, talking to another girl on the other side, and when the cops come, he goes, fireworks, and we expect a real nice thing. I expect for me to go, yeah, buddy, we got the tapes.
Yeah,
and play them. All
you want the guns drawn, the guy on the ground, and you want to kneel down and go, "Got you dead to rights, buddy."
Yep. You thought
not in my city.
You had no idea.
You won't be touching butter.
Get my way, bitch, and then I spit on him.
Yeah,
I stand on him with 1 foot, like the who's that? The Jose Cuervo guy or what? No,
are you trying to say David Caruso?
No, who's
Daniel Boone?
Who's the booze guy? The Malibu
Captain Morgan.
Captain Morgan, but on his chest while the cops are dealing with him. So
take him away, boy.
This is what happens. The cops come. They go, you got to get out of here. And he walks away, and they get in their cars, and I go, what are you doing? He's walking away. She goes, yeah, we told him to leave. He's leaving. I go, no, he's molesting. I have it all on tape. She goes, let us do our job. Gets in her car and drives away. And the guy just starts walking to another bar.